Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to another episode of Warplan Orange as the US in 1927. Letting things develop now. I'm a little rusty on my plans, since I had a little bit of a break. Oh, we found one of the Japanese submarines. I do believe we're trying to push in the South Pacific. Oh, outstanding. Two torpedoes into a transport. I know we're also trying to take Wake, but I think I gave up on that for now. Mostly just leaving them blocked off. Blockaded. And there we go. 28th of January. I have no new formations that I see. Making double sure. I know we have a bunch there. That's where our staging point seems to be. Actually, do we want these? Out here is W, naval search, makes sense. Escort and ASW. Transfer you to Mare Island. We have transports moving around in the Pacific. We have our patrols. What do we have in here? Get rid of the HQs. What do coastal defenses count as? Artillery, of course. That's alright. What we really need to see is what our combat formations are. So we have a number of divisions, which is good. And the 14th U.S. Tank Company. Tanks will be important. Alright, everybody's coming back in. Other things, we'll leave the subs. Transports, tanker, leave them for now. Replenish our battleships and send them back to Pearl Harbor. Turn to Squirrel and requirement allowed auto disband. Keep the Oilers in place for now. Do we have more formations than we need? We do want to pick up the Marines and bring them back. Tankers and Oilers. Don't suppose I can load them up on this. No. So let's see what we have. I want a transport group. Those ones are all broken. I could use one of the personnel transports, but I'm going to refrain from doing that. Escort 2 destroyers. Head to Midway. There we go. I have some destroyers kind of poking around. You're headed to go grab what's left of the 2nd and 3rd Infantry Brigades. Which are not at full strength down here. I'm bringing some of the 2nd. Then we have the extra fuel and supplies. Port is 2, port is 3. Yeah, we want you to go there. No retirement, please. East coast of Australia. Back to the Philippines. Actually, we'll check Singapore real quick. Yep, nothing there. Are we on fuel? Could use some more, so good thing we have a tanker here. Load fuel. Unload target, retire. Don't disband. Head to Manila. How badly hurt is this one? No. This one? Well, this one needs to go home anyways. Turn to Shanghai. Get a replacement out here. See if we can get another one. plop him down there. Carriers, battleships, troop transports. Wow, that's a lot. I think we'd pulled everyone back to rest and recuperate. Because they're all trying to hammer these 3 units, but they're out of supply, so we might as well let that happen. Let's get them moving up too. Although I suppose I don't need all of this down here anymore. But what am I going to do with all these troops? Suppose I could load them up. Probably at Laug. Rather than Manila. And dash them across to Bataan Islands. Something I do want to check before I get too far. A reinforcement schedule. Planes in 2 weeks. Ships in months. And a brigade and a regiment in weeks. Alright. Keep things going along. Really, I think the most significant push is going to be in the South Pacific right now. Wake is not realistic. I could keep the logistics going for the blockade. But I've already started to pull back. I'm okay with that. I'm going to push in the South Pacific, clear a route, pick probably 2 bases down there to route our units around. So we'll basically go from West Coast to Pearl Harbor. Ooh, should try to take out our destroyers. And then from Pearl Harbor to something in the Southeast Pacific, and then probably to Chuuk, and then up to the Philippines. And from there I can push. And that should bring us close to the end of this. There we go. 29th of January. Nothing new. This one appears to be approaching. How are we on supplies here? Need some more fuel. We've got plenty of supplies. Escorts are doing fine. Do have a lot of planes up here, which is perfectly fine. Naval attack. Let's see, we have Fighters sweeping. Level bombers for level attack or naval attack. Naval attack. Naval search. Naval search. ASW patrol. Okay. That wasn't quite what I wanted, but that's okay. Retirement allowed, auto disband. Or at least they went in a funny direction. What else we got? We have the subs. Turn Pearl Harbor, auto disband. We have the tankers. Do we want that fuel here? I think not. Replenish, return to Pearl Harbor, auto disband. They're anti-sub, which is fine. Destroyer and sub tenders, they're fine. Oilers, we're going to set them back to Pearl Harbor. No need to auto disband them. They can stay in. Well, they could use some repairs. We'll get everyone topped up again. Tenders stay. The sub patrol stays. Oilers. Return. Tankers. Return. Perfect. Do not retire. Stay there. They're still unloading. Those ones are arriving. Ooh, heavy cruiser. Interesting indeed. We have a raider. What do we have in port? Mostly damaged. Do have a set of destroyers. Probably I don't know, they're all kind of beat up. No, Princess Royal. I'm gonna use her with escorts to hunt down this rogue heavy cruiser. Let's form a new task force. Surface group. Princess Royal. Do we send her in company with a light cruiser? I think sure, yeah. We'll use Thomas Grenville and Shakespeare. Plenish, no retirement. Max react. Have them head out. How much fuel do we have here? Plenty. Excellent. Looks like they might be trying to reestablish a bridgehead. Let's see if we can get another sub. Use this one. And this one. Alright, time to see what happens. There we go, our forces combining. 2nd New Zealand Brigade. Yeah, keep looking. It's frustrating how hard it is to get destroyers or subs. It's also nice that we can just kind of ignore the Japanese destroyers just as they ignore ours. And 30 January. We have our ships back in port. I could bring more troops. These are transports. Or I could try to bring more fuel. Oh, never mind. Can't bring very many troops. I thought we had a bunch here in the right. 9th Corps, the ones that are restricted? I think so. How many political points do we have? In particular, I want armor. That's not very much. Okay, fuel it is. Load with fuel, send to Pearl Harbor. Do we have anything else to worry about here? No, we have some subs. That's just fine. Move a couple of these ones. Bring them in close. Send one to raid the actual port. Probably shouldn't be sending all of them, but there we are. Gonna do it anyways. How many subs we have? None. How many ships do we have that are actually repaired now? We have the Yorktown, the Idaho, Constellation Ranger, heavy cruisers, some destroyers. number of tankers and stuff. Let's get rid of everything. We have Yorktown and Langley. They're both in decent shape. Battleship wise. And we have all the other ones coming back. Not too bad. Cruisers. Destroyers. And then no subs. Okay. Head back down to the South Pacific, which I always overshoot now. We want you to load. Have them both? Alright, let's get the rest of the second. And head for Joliet. Or not. Load troops. Okay, they are loading. Okay, we'll wait. I'm not going to send them off yet. They have troops still on board. I don't think so. We'll let them unload the supplies though. Those ones are getting closer. This tanker is back in place. Load fuel, head to Manila. Our task force heads out to search for that heavy cruiser. Stop short of the shelf, shallow water, as in stay in the shallow water. What else do we have here? Philippine Division stays. Morale is low. Still a bit of disruption on everyone as well. So we're not going to be doing anything with them. I have my replacement subs heading out. I'm going to need some other ones though. Let's get these longer ranged ones. Send them out. Any others I want to place? I think one there. And that'll be it for now. Alright, go ahead and save, and that'll be it for today. I thank you for joining me. Appreciate you staying till the end. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care.